gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
So I want to try something a little different today. I want to do some educational videos on how to set up the strength equipment that you're going to find in most of your gyms. This will be geared more towards our personal gym, so this will probably be better for most of our clients to use. But if you're new to the gym, commercial gym, and you're not really sure how to set the equipment up properly, this will still help you. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the chest press machine. Now this one right here is a Cybex Eagle brand. Its stack goes from 30 pounds all the way up to 310 pounds. And you have multiple adjustments on this. Now there is a back adjustment, and then there's a seat adjustment. Now what you want for this machine particularly is you want the seat to be in a position where the handles are going to be in line with your chest, where your elbows are not up high. So this is still probably a little too low for me, so I'm going to raise the seat back up. And then when I grab here, my hands in line with my chest, elbows are able to kind of bend in a little bit. But see here, I'm pretty far away from my chest, so the seat's way too far back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the seat forward. Now if you bring it all the way forward, you may not be able to actually squeeze in here. Now there is positive and negatives to this. If you want to get a bigger stretch in your chest, or get to where when you come down, you're not hitting the weight stack, you can do this, but just be careful getting into position. I would recommend if you're going to go really heavy or something like this, have somebody help you lift the weight. So what I would probably do for me is move it back just one click. So I'm still getting a good stretch in the chest when I'm getting set here. And then when you press, you want to make sure you're not flaring your elbows up. You're going to keep your elbows down. You're going to press out. And now this one has the ability to do independent pressing. But when you're pressing, you want to push out and squeeze that chest. And imagine somebody's poking you in the middle of your chest and you're trying to squeeze their finger. Now you can grab wider or more narrow. Really depends on your frame and your build. Now if you have broad shoulders, or you have a long wingspan, you may want to grab a little wider. For me, I've got shorter arms. I grab right on the inside, put my thumb on the edge, and then that's where I'm going to be pressing. All right, now that's your quick breakdown of the Cybex Eagle chest press. If you're looking at other gyms that may have similar setups to this, there are those that are plate loaded, but the seat's still adjustable. There are others that are connected, so when you press one side, the other side is going to go. Make sure if they're not independent like this, they're connected, that you are focusing on pressing evenly. If you feel like one side's heavier than the other and it's a connected piece, you just need to push a little harder on the other side and it'll balance out. Now this one, because they're independent, you can do single chest press, focus in on one side at a time. You can do it alternating, where you press up together, load one side while you're holding the other, an isometric, kind of an isometric hold on one side while you're pressing on the other, back and forth, or just your simple chest press. If you have any questions about setups like this, or how to get it set up to your body type, just leave the comment down in the description and we'll try our best to help you out. Okay, so another piece of equipment we're going to talk about is the Cybex brand Eagle line of the seated neutral grip row. Now it's neutral grip because your palms are going to be facing inward as you grab the handle here. Now there's two adjustments on this one. There is the chest pad here for bracing, and then there's the seat adjustment for height. Now when you sit on this, if you sit down and your hands placement is above your shoulders, you're way too low. And the same goes the other way. You sit down and your hands, this one can kind of be a little bit easier because you can move up and down on the handles. It's more important that you're not too low than too high. But you don't want your hands below your you don't want your hands below your shoulders, because as you pull, this goes down and low. What you would like to do is find a happy medium where when you sit down and you grab, your arms are almost straight out, and that way when you pull, you come down to a good 90 degrees from your shoulder to your elbow and wrist. Now for the chest pad, see, that's still a little too low. Let's move it up one. Right there, I think. For the chest pad, you want it to be far enough out that you can reach the handles but you don't have too much slack. See, I can reach way past the handles here. So I'll probably slide it back just a little bit more. They're within reach. I can kind of lean side to side and get set. And then when I get ready to go, I'm going to sit up straight. So sitting up straight here, this is a good starting position. You're not hunched over with your shoulders leaning forward. You're sitting up straight, shoulders back, getting some tension in those shoulder blades. And then when you pull, you're going to pull down to your hip. You're not leaning back and pulling. You're staying braced against the pad, and you just pull down to your hip. Now you can do this a couple of different ways. You can do a single arm, one at a time. You can do them together, or you can do an isometric hold, where you pull down, release one side at a time, keeping tension on the other side, and rowing that way. So there's only 2 settings really to get this one in place. There are foot pedals here for you to brace against, so you're not getting pulled forward. The weight goes from about 0 or 5 pounds all the way to 310. There's a knob on here that you can add 5 pounds at a time, 5, 10, and 15. So that's the simple breakdown of this piece of equipment. If you have any questions on how to use this, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, or just reach out to us directly.
Just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.